guys, we're down at the border with Ukraine, but we're just heading down. The border crossing is actually really quiet, so we're just going to parallel the Danube down here. What is that? Is that an army car?
Mm-hmm.
Still? Huh?
Yeah.
But there's an army Hummer parked in the middle of the road in front of us, guys. So, army Humvee right here. Don't know how far we can get. Is he going to sit in the middle of the road, or back tyre looks a bit broken? He's slowly moving, so I think he's letting us past.
Mm-hmm.
Alright guys, nothing like just driving past the Humvee with a few army guys in it. They made way for us, so like I said, we always find these little tiny adventures. So that's the Danube, that's Ukraine on the other side, and looking back that way you can see the border crossing. So there is a purpose for coming down this road. There are some Roman ruins down here. There was a civilian police guy back there. He said, "Oh, the road's bad, don't really go down there, and you know, go back into the city and go the other way around." But it's not that bad. But the other reason he said don't come here, he said the border police will stop you down here and ask you what you're doing, and that's all right. We'll just tell them we're looking for these Roman ruins. The ruins are not that far down here, actually. So the Humvee's not following us, which is good. So guys, this is actually further down is the last sort of big town to the west, southwest in Romania, called Tulcea. It's about 40 kilometers from here, and this is the start of the Danube Delta. So apparently it's a really another beautiful part of the world with a real diverse ecosystem and that. But so for those that like delta areas with mangrove and marsh, swamp, you know, and those wild birds and things, this is I reckon it's one of the nicest anywhere to come to. I'm not a big delta person myself, you know. I'm not a big fan of delta areas. I find them a little bit, I don't want to offend anyone, but I find them a bit boring. I'd rather be in the mountains or something, but that's just me. But yeah, this is part of the Danube Delta area starting now. So I mean, amazing river though, just the distance it runs through Europe. And this is where it empties out, this is where it finishes, you know. Another probably 60 kilometers is where it ends up and goes back into the Black Sea. So guys, these ruins that we're going to look for, they date back to something like, I think it's either 400 BC or 400 AD, but you know, that just gives you an idea of, no, it'd be AD, so yeah, Roman time. So it gives you an idea of the extent of the history here and just how old some of Romania is, you know. So I don't know if it's somewhere up over here on the right. I think there's a bit of a mound up on the hill on the right. That could be it, but I'm not sure. guys, we're just stopping to check our bearings. Probably got another kilometre to go, 500 metres to go, and we'll be at this little guest house place. And then there's some border police down here somewhere that apparently might stop us. And then, see, the Roman ruins look like they're going to be on the left-hand side of the road. So I don't mind if the police stop us. I got my ID on me, got my passport, got my residence certificate, so they can stop and ask us. Nice spot here for camping, mate. This will be a perfect spot for camping, guys. Right on that tree, get a little fire going there, throw your fishing line in. Beautiful. So I think that's the guest house there, or the pensione right here. So the police station must be hidden somewhere down in the bush there somewhere. Okay guys, so there's a sign, Novio Donum. So it is an old Roman garrison. Where it is, I think we go up here a bit further yet. We might even be able to walk up this track. I'm just going to drive up here, guys, because it should be on the left. So which way this marker goes now. So guys, I'm sort of just navigating, looking at the phone, working out which way the blue dot's going. So it is going in the right direction. So I think this is where we're meant to be, along here. There's some police. There's some idiot driving a million miles an hour. It's probably also police. Here on the left, this is it. I think this is it here, guys. Yeah, this is it, because it says right on the map. And they're actually, it's a live digging site too, so the people still excavate and dig. So these are the ruins. These are the ruins all through here. Alright guys, we're adventurizing. We're here now, we may as well, guys, so should we go down here first and have a look what's down here? So this building down here doesn't even exist on the map. So I don't know what this is. It looks like some kind of old fucking prison or something.
Oh, chapel.
What's for the
land?
For the land.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. So this is the Cetatea Novio Donum. So it's a historic site of national importance, and it says here it dates back to from the 1st century to the 7th century AD, during the Roman, Byzantine, and Middle Byzantine periods. So I know they were digging around. They actively dig around here still, or they were digging. Not sure if they still are. But yeah, we'll go up and have a little bit of a look. Whoa. Be careful you don't come walking too fast up the top here, because you'll continue down the bottom. Mate, they just don't look that old. Or what do you reckon?
Don't know what to say. I'm still amazed the color of the rock on the side.
So guys, maybe in the video, any Romanians that know this site, or any archaeologists, you know, comment. Let us know what you think. Do these look like rocks that date back to, you know, from 1 AD to 700 AD? I'm sure they are, but what's that? Carton? Great view.
Electric wire.
Okay, I'll come and have a look in a sec. But great view of the Danube here, guys, and like we say, that's Ukraine on the other side. So, you know, right off in the distance, which would be about 50 kilometers. So unfortunately another 150 from there, not even that, another 100 from there. You know, the Russian army is massing to attack in the Donbas again, Mariupol, and probably to try and take Odessa as well. So Odessa's sort of where the camera's pointing at the moment. Yeah. But isn't that crazy, you know? That's Ukraine on the other side. We're even providing power. So we're exporting electricity from Romania, probably from Chernobyl, the nuclear station, across here to Ukraine as well, even though they've got their own nuclear power. This power line is crossing the Danube into Ukraine. It's mental, you know, just to think we're two countries, one at war, connected by those cables. Isn't that crazy, mate? Isn't that crazy to think that 100 kilometers from here there's people getting bombed, dying, and mate, the two countries are connected by this power cable. You know, so we're exporting power, or they're exporting to us. We don't know which direction, but you know, we're connected by, what's that, 600 meters, 700 meters of water and a power cable. Crazy. So what's your other theory, mate, why it's not that old?
Why, belongs to the electric cable?
Mate, they might have been early pioneers. They might have invented electrical cable back then, mate. You don't know.
Yes, the cable sent to Ukraine and under the water.
So guys, I don't know how much further this goes up. Whether it's up there as well, I'm not sure. I think there's more archaeological digging over the other side as well. Looks like there's another small patch down there, so just down here. But yeah, some strange mound of earth over there. That looks really strange. It's like a square mound. Yeah, the police just drove past. That's their blue car going down there, the Frontiera, Gendarmeria Frontiera. So, but they had a look up here. They saw us parked here, obviously looking at the ruins. So I don't know, did the place run out of money to keep excavating? Because, you know, there's stuff that's wrapped in plastic, like they've tried to preserve it, but it just looks like it hasn't been dug out for a long time. It's like, you know, they stopped. So not sure. And because it hasn't been fully excavated, you can't really sort of picture what was here. You can't really picture a fort or a, you know, sort of how it worked, because there's not much that's been dug out. Yeah, it's hard to make out what it is, mate, because it's not that much of it dug out. I'm very curious to find out what that mound is over here, guys, on the camera. Like, it's like a small Romanian pyramid. Still a little short of breath, guys, getting over COVID and a blocked nose the last few days. Still on medicine, so yeah, if you hear me sort of yeah, it's because I'm still a little tired from COVID. But I want to get up and have a look at the view from just up here. Here come the police again. It'll be interesting to see if they stop in this time or not. Alright guys, mighty Danube, Ukraine over the other side, some kind of farmhouse down here now. Definitely worth the walk up here. You can see the ferry leaving from Romania to head to the Ukrainian side. So it's like a big metal flat barge and two little boats that push it across. So it's about a 700-800 meter crossing. So yeah, it's leaving Romania now. It's going to head over to the other side. It takes about 20 minutes to get across. Very slow moving and against the current, but yeah. So yeah, nice view of the Danube, the surrounding countryside, the Roman ruins here. Poor old Ukraine on the other side, you know, don't deserve what's happening to them at the moment. It's just a travesty, it's tragic. Shouldn't be happening in 2022, you know. Putin mate, no matter what you think you're doing, all I can say is, mate, you're a complete bastard, and anyone that's supporting what you're doing in Ukraine are bastards as well. I make no apologies about saying that whatsoever. So again, from here in Romania at Isaccea, brilliant effort from everybody looking after the refugees that are coming across the border. It's quieter today, which I'm surprised at, given that the Russians are where the camera's pointing. We're only about 150 to 200 k's in that direction from here, and they are actively fighting at the moment. So I'm surprised that as they're pushing through to Donbas and maybe further to the east, to the west, that this crossing doesn't get a lot busier. I'm sure it will if that occurs, but at the moment so there's the guys in the truck